Now I will tell you why this philosophy will change your life and our world. It will change your life because it'll cause you to become yourself. It'll cause you to know who you are, cause you to love yourself and become prosperous and live the life you were meant to lead. And so then you would add something to the world, and that would cause the world to change. We happen to be in a transitional period in our world, so that's why it might have looked a little uncomfortable for you. But I am saying that you're here to do something great, and now we have a way to do that. When I talked about that philosophy, that probably didn't make sense to a lot of people, and I didn't know that was happening. When you come into the world, you don't know who you're going to become. It's this adventure that hopefully you decide that you're going to take, but it's an adventure into self-discovery. And for a lot of us, that is really uncomfortable because we don't like to change. And see, and that would be the thing that you would be witnessing in your life or in the world, that inability to take that next step into who you're supposed to become. And I know it well because I've done it for so many years. But today I had something else I'm going to show you because I posted that video and the link to the philosophy that will change your life and our world. And I know it will do that. Because, see, the only thing that happens is you change your life by working with your consciousness. And you just understand that your consciousness has already been formed when you came into the world. And then you have to come into the world and deal with the consciousness that exists. And so when I started receiving Wilhelm in 1989, I didn't know where it was going to take me. And I doubted all of it, and I feared it, and I held back from it. But then that makes it great for you because, see, I've worked through those things. Now I've developed something that I can give to everyone else. That's what you're meant to do as well. Because, see, the thing that you were born to do and develop in your life is going to add benefit for someone else if you decide to own it. But sometimes that's really difficult because of the journey you might have taken. I always said that my first message came through on February 19th of 1989, but that wasn't true. I just found something else. I've had so much, and this is what I wanted to say. I did a presentation that you will see. I'll leave links here so you can look at it, where I showed all the work that I'd written and gone through it since 1989. But I forget everything because, see, I receive information from Wilhelm, and it's gone because I'm receiving it from a different place. This is why it works. This is why it works for you, because it connects you to who you're meant to be. The basis of this program is something very different than you might have experienced, because the philosophy itself that Wilhelm said is that every single person is born with worth and value, except they've been taught something else over generations. And this particular time in our world is when we were meant to change that, and I was one person who was given a way to do that. I couldn't have told you that before because we couldn't see what was happening. But so what happened was I'm sitting here and I just decided, I picked up this folder. You've probably seen some of the ones that I have because I have so many of them that I've written. But I decided to write that message because, again, it wasn't February 19th. I found messages in January. I didn't know. And then I thought maybe it was 1988. But I spent all of that time saying, I'm not going to tell these folks. Until now, because now what it's done, it's turned into something that is so dynamic that it can change your life. And this is what I was waiting for this day, so I could tell everyone this, because other people are waiting for me to tell them what I'm doing, what this work was, because they want to partner and take it much bigger, because they also know that it could probably change the world. But you are the one that it would be most beneficial for now, because as we're moving through this change, it can be emotionally uncomfortable. So this is a fun one that I want you to see. And it was, you'll see, it came through February 3rd of 1989. And it says this: you will find on this path you call life that there will always be revelations, so to speak, as you continue to remain awake and conscious on your journey. It will seem somewhat inconceivable that you have previously some of the more obvious answers as you view the experiences of your life. Be careful not to allow the revelations to cloud your view by remonstrating yourself for a feeling of inadequacy that is only your opinion. It would be much wiser instead to welcome the new awareness with the gratitude. You will find that they will occur more often. You have indeed uncovered a great deal about yourself, and isn't that the whole point? Now you will feel the impetus to continue with your work, and in so doing, you will find a deep meaning to your endeavors. Relish in them. That was a mess. There are a couple words missing, but there, what it was saying is that don't allow the revelations that you find to hold you back, because that's what would happen all the time. When I uncover stuff, I think, oh my gosh, why didn't I know that before? Why didn't I do it before? Why didn't I act? Well, it wouldn't have made sense, and most times you wouldn't believe it. That's why it comes up that way. So what I did also is I put together a document to show you the entire journey, because I know that Wilhelm has answered every question that you would have about your life. And that's all that anyone wants, is to know your life purpose, why you're here, what you're meant to do, how can you become abundant, and that's an energetic connection that you will make, and this work takes you there. And I know that. And because I became this mystic sage and prophet, which developing that intuitive thing was really something that was surprising for me. But it did allow me to create all of this, and it allowed me to heal in ways that I couldn't explain. But I have to spend the next part of my life putting all this together, because I keep discovering more. I mean, even today, there was an alignment that I knew I was supposed to do this today, and I could go back and find all the astrological ingredients that were showing that connection. The universe is connected. We just figure it out at different times. I was given a piece of the puzzle to give you so that you figure out more, and that's how you become what you're meant to be in this world and help change the world. You'll enjoy this so much. And I'm doing this now because I want you to understand, people have talked to me about this work for so long. Years ago, they said, you should be charging $5,000 for this. And I said, well, yeah, that's probably true. But I wanted to know first, and now I know, because it changes you in ways that you can't imagine, because it's all in your consciousness. And we needed to up-level the consciousness of our world now. That's what's going on. The chaos and whatever you're experiencing is something that is causing you to own yourself more. That's all. That's what it's meant to do. And the more of us who do that, then we see the world change. That's what's going on. But as you read through everything, and I'll leave the links, you will not be, you can't miss the fact that you are here to do something meaningful, and now is the time you're meant to do it, which is why I am changing and putting everything in. So I invite you to join now. It's going to be a whole lot more later, but it's also going to be the thing that you would never need anything else, because everything you need is within you. All I did was put down all the ways for you to find it, discover it, own it, and live the life you're meant to have. See you soon.